Is Pakistan, I've said for years, like, they are the best region. There's no debating it, considering what Ulsan has achieved. But as I was watching this tournament, I was like, isn't this the most prestigious event now? All the Pakistanis eliminated before top 8. 6 Koreans in the top 8. I don't know if I can with a good conscience say that Pakistan is #1 anymore, you know. Feels like Korea is #1 now. What's up, guys? TheMainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome. As always, I'm pretty wrecked after having enjoyed Esports World Cup for 4 days. Yesterday was the finals. I did almost a 15-hour stream, and I'm completely wrecked. But I was too tired to give a nice summary after the event ended, and I had a lot of thoughts that I want to discuss in this video. But first off, hats off to all of the players, especially the top 8 players. I gotta say, pound for pound, this is the greatest Tekken 8 event ever. Seriously, if you missed it, I really recommend watching. I mean, you could watch most of it, but the top 8 is a must-watch. Every single set was so incredibly good, and the players were so insanely hype. The character variety was astounding. This was the top 8. We're gonna talk about Pakistan in this video. It's gonna be the biggest topic of this video, just re-evaluating tournament prestige, but also who's the strongest region currently at Tekken 8. No Pakistani players in the top 8. Arslan and Atif were eliminated in group stages in the losers bracket. So it was very much a Korean affair, although we did have 2 Japanese players. We had Pinya and Shikurin. But what was so cool to see was the character loyalty and the skill issue in the end that Tekken 8 is. This was demonstrated more than anything yesterday. CBM was playing Jin with a Pocket Clive. Malgold was playing Claudio with a Pocket Fengwei. Pinya was playing exclusively Raven of all characters. Ulsan was playing Dragunov, was broken in Season 1, but he's been dropped by all of the tier whores, tier sexuals in Season 2 because of big nerfs. Especially the 4 unique individual nerfs to Sneak 4. He is the Dragunov player now. JDCR also plays him. Kudans playing Heihachi of all characters in a top 8. Yonding playing Eddie of all characters in a top 8. Lowhigh playing Brian, who we all know is busted in the right hands. You know, in Lowhigh's hands, that character is busted, but still hard to pilot. You know, it's not Anna. And then Shikurin playing Lily of all characters. Not only did we not get character duplicates right, but these are characters that are all over in the tier list. So in the end, we can complain about Anna, Nina, Hwoarang, Brian, etc., Kuma Panda, etc., etc., etc. But at the end of the day, skill issue on all of us. Atif and Arslan, they tried. They tried the meta game. They played Anna. They got destroyed by character loyalists. At the end of the day, we all have to shut our mouths, you know. Skill issue. Look at Kudans. Look at Yonding. Look at Pinya. Look at Shikurin. Yeah, that's something that I thought was very well worth touching upon. As I was watching it and watching Atif and Arslan struggle and how all the other Pakistani players were eliminated in group stages, like day 1 basically. And these were big names, you know. Farzin was there. Numan Counterhit was there. Hafiz Tanver was there. Bilal was there. These are heavy hitters. Many of us expecting to see quite a few of them in the top 8. At least 2 of them. They get eliminated, and Atif and Arslan are playing the meta game with Anna. And then you see Ulsan and all of these other Korean players, character loyalty, but also outplaying everyone. Ulsan, you have to watch his matches from yesterday. Was an unbelievable lovely taunt upper by Lowhigh. So sick to watch him play Brian. Ulsan had a very long day yesterday. They baked into one day the losers bracket where he was and the top 8. Grueling day. But none of it got to him. Every single set involving him is the most perfect Tekken you will ever see. The fastest movement out of any player there. Like, if you're interested in like movement and spacing, he is the player to watch. And just his sense of poking rushdown with Dragunov and his almost inhuman read on lows. If he wanted to hit his opponents with lows, he would. But if opponents wanted to check him with lows, he was almost always there with a fast duck, a fast low parry. Uncanny to watch. And so deserved, you know, playing the nerf Dragunov at this level of play. And he's now the 2-time EWC champion. I mean, in terms of money won at tournaments, can anyone touch him now? So I think he won 250k at this event, could be 300k. And then he won the last one as well, 2024. That's an additional, what, 250k, 300k? I'm honestly sitting there and I'm like, I'm weighing in my head, what is the biggest achievement? Is it winning a lot of EVOs, which Ulsan has done, Ni has done? Or is it winning the EWC? I mean, this might be blasphemy to say, right? Because EVO has always been the huge FGC event. Biggest prestige, that's the one everyone wants to win. If you're the best at a particular fighting game, you win EVO Vegas, right? But the thing is, when you win EVO, you win a box of Snickers. And then you get like $5,000. Did you know for EVO 2025 Vegas, I believe a prize pool was $30,000. And that's not for the person who wins EVO. That is the total prize pool for all of the players. And there were like 4,000 players. The person that wins EWC gets $250,000. $1 million total prize pool. Can you really tell me there's more prestige winning EVO than EWC? And when you're sitting there and you're watching Ulsan win this event, the EWC, 2 years in a row, playing the way he does, and playing with Dragunov, is that the greatest achievement ever? It could be, it's very subjective. Is Ulsan the GOAT now? And then watching cooldowns, you know, who, when he was 18 years old, he won in 2005 a Tag 1 EVO in Vegas. 20 years later, at the humble age of 38, he's competing with the best, and he's playing Heihachi, a character that's almost insanity to play at a tournament of this caliber, due to inconsistencies in execution and how tough that character's neutral is. And you'll also see in these matches that when he goes up against his fellow countrymen who have this uncanny defense and great reads on lows, how hard it is to open them up. He can't counter hit them, and he has to constantly commit to a super unsafe hell sweep. That doesn't give a big reward on normal hit, but he has to try and get them, stress them a little bit, because he actually doesn't have a throw game either. He's certainly the greatest Mishima player of all time and an inspiration to anyone out there who's dabbled with those characters. Yesterday was the Korean show, and it was so cool to see the character diversity, the character loyalty. Ulsan, with the most perfect fundamental Tekken you could ever imagine, just becoming the 2-time champion. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I'm sitting there and I'm like, is Pakistan, I've said for years, like, they are the best region. There's no debating it, considering what Ulsan has achieved. But as I was watching this tournament, I was like, isn't this the most prestigious event now? These production values, all of the players there, $1 million on the line. So that's why I have these questions in my head. Is this the greatest achievement now, what Ulsan has done? All the Pakistanis eliminated before top 8. 6 Koreans in the top 8. I don't know if I can with a good conscience say that Pakistan is #1 anymore, you know. Feels like Korea is #1 now. When I look at tournaments a year from now, do you know why I was hyped for EVO 2025? It was the Armor King trailer. I didn't watch most of EVO. I think I watched like one or two sets. That's it. I just didn't care that much because I was waiting for EWC. Because that feels like the big event now. not trying to downplay or shit on Evo, but it's like, this feels like the heavy hitter event now. When I look to next year, it's gonna be like, well, EWC again. Are the Koreans gonna take that one as well? Is Ulsan gonna be the free time? Like, I don't know. Am I crazy? What do you guys think? Just feel like Korea is #1 now, and it's back to the drawing board a bit for Arslan and Atif. But yeah, just some thoughts I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the event. And as I said, you know, if you haven't watched it, do watch the top 8. It's the best Tekken 8 I've ever seen. Ever. So thanks for listening to me, and have a great day, guys. Bye.